Public Defender's Office. This is for arraignment on charges of possession of drug paraphernalia, Class D felony. Second charge of possession of drug paraphernalia, Class B felony. Possession of methamphetamine with the purpose to deliver, Class C felony. Possession of marijuana with Class A misdemeanor, all charged as an habitual offender, and with the charges being enhanced by a proximity to certain facilities. On those charges, how does Mr. Tweedy plead?
Waive formal reading of the charge under a plea of not guilty.
This matter will be on the Division III docket of Judge Putman. And the court will order him to reappear before Judge Putman on May 5th.
Your Honor, can we address the issue of bond?
Certainly.
Your Honor, there's currently a parole hold on Mr. Tweedy, and he's per se not going to go anywhere. However, if for some reason the parole board authorizes his release on an ankle monitor, I would just ask that those same conditions be in effect in this case as well.
Your Honor, it'd be our position, that's a direct decision of the parole board, and we prefer just to wait to see what their position is about that matter before we address it, Your Honor.
At this time, bond is set at will be set at $25,000, cash or professional. The court is not, doesn't have a lot of. I mean, if we can work out something where a release was subject to the wearing an ankle monitor, the court's willing to consider that. But I think that's a decision, as Mr. Etheridge has argued, needs to be made at the point where the release is going to be made. So that'll be the decision of the court.
Thank you.
All right. State of Arkansas versus Danny Sturgis. Mr. Sturgis, have you made any arrangements to be represented by an attorney?
No, sir.
What are your intentions? You have an absolute right to be represented by an attorney. What that means is that you have to decide if you're going to hire an attorney to represent you. As long as you're hiring a private attorney, that's a matter of private contract between you and that attorney, and the court doesn't get involved at all. So you have to make that decision if that's what you're going to do. If you're in a position where you feel you can't afford to hire an attorney, then you'll need to fill out and make application to the Public Defender's Office, and the court will get involved by appointing an attorney to represent you. So I'm just advising you of that. You're going to have to make a decision, and it needs to be made pretty quickly so the attorney can get involved for you.
Yes, sir. I need a public defender.
Okay. Well, there should be application forms there at the jail that you fill out and get that filled out today and turned in. And it'll go to the Public Defender's Office, and then that'll be circulated in front of a judge, and the judge will either make or not make the appointment depending on what's in that form. So you're here today for arraignment on charges of possession of controlled substance, methamphetamine, a Class D felony, and fleeing, a separate Class D felony. Those are the charges against you. On those charges, how do you now plead?
Not guilty.
Okay, I'm noting your plea of not guilty, and that you're going to apply to the Public Defender's Office. This case is on the Division 4 docket. That's my docket. I'm going to set you down at this point on these charges. I'm setting you down for a trial setting in October 17th, the week of October 17th of 2016. I'm setting you for pretrial August 4th, and I'm setting you for a scheduled reappearance on July 7th. Okay, and all those are set by written scheduling order. what I'm then going to do is set this down for a reappearance in front of this court on May 12th. And that is for the specific purpose of determining your attorney status on May 12th. So you need to get on that right away, and we'll go from there.
Yes, sir.
All right. Any other questions?
No, sir.
All right. You may be excused.